What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back to talk about Mr. A.L., Mr. Anthony Lofty's. Okay, he is still, coming for Miss Melody Cherie. You would think that he would have some type of empathy towards her because in fact, he is the one that did her wrong. And you know what? I got to thinking, you guys, about Anthony's personality. And I really began to think about this book by Dr. Field. It's called Life Code. It came out several years ago, but this is one of my favorite books from Dr. Field. Because, baby, when I tell you he laid out the personality traits, honey, okay, that I feel like Mr. A.L. has. We're going to get off into it. I'm going to get into my comment section to read what you all have to say about him teaming up with Sherelle's World. I told you all they did an interview together. I was very disappointed in Sherelle's World, okay? Because this is the thing, right? All of us content creators that have spoken out negatively about Melody, whether it's a complaint, whether it's an observation, we have had people get in our comments, read us for filth, overly take up for mail. We all have experienced that. So the fact that she is acting like she's the only one that has happened to, the fact that Anthony is acting like that as well, that's crazy, you guys, to me. Like I said before, we all had to overcome that obstacle. Okay? So the fact that they are like using the mellow meters to deflect and get around Anthony's bad behavior, okay? And what really ticked me off with Anthony was I realized he is just very manipulative, right? He likes to do the whole bait and switch. He mentioned something in his video about, well, he doesn't do all that cursing. Now, what did I tell you all about people that act like they are on this high horse? They are too good to curse. And I get that some people may not like cursing every other word, and I really do get it, you guys. I didn't really get it, I'm not gonna lie, when I first joined YouTube, but I get it now after, you listen to somebody talk and every other word is a cuss word. You like, damn, like you ain't got no other words, like, so I do understand that, but people are human as well, and everybody get frustrated, they get ticked off, and some people, their language of choice is to curse. But I heard Anthony in his video saying, yeah, I don't do all that cursing in my video, and please be respectful to anybody that joins in on the chat. And see, you're trying to act like you are this professional person. You have all this decorum and etiquette, but where the hell was any of that when you was dealing with Miss Melody Cherie? He's very performative, you guys. He does things because it sounds nice, right? It looked like the right thing to do, right? And some people, would follow the things that he says, especially as it pertains to the cursing, because they would be like, oh, well, yeah, he doesn't do all that cursing. But see, I'm here to tell you, right? And my first experience with a man that had MPD, I didn't know it at the time, knew nothing about MPD. One of the things about that man, though, is he didn't do a lot of cursing. He still managed to try to break me down and hurt me. He managed to do that. But he didn't do a lot of cursing with me. He never put his hands on me. It's very important that we don't think that disrespect and being nasty and being rude is just somebody cursing. It's important that we don't limit it down to, oh, you're cursing, you're being belligerent, you're being angry, because he's one of those people. He has some of Martell's ways where they will take certain things that you say and do and use it against you. They will use it as a weapon to beat you with. I also heard him say, I would think you would remember if you had a dick in your mouth, because I guess Kiki is denying some things, right? So I forgot exactly what he said pertaining to Kiki, but I noticed quickly what he was saying about Melody, and I said, look at him, just taking a piece here, taking this part here, and trying to use it, to beat Melody down. It's like, you've already tried to do that. She didn't ask you to try to hook up with her makeup artist, okay, allegedly. She didn't ask you to try to do that. She didn't ask you to try to interview her mother. She didn't ask you to get involved with her business manager. You definitely saw that Melody was the vehicle that could possibly get you to where you needed to be. Let me tell you about these users, okay? They will recognize certain qualities about you, and they will try to emulate them. They will try to imitate them. Okay, he began doing giveaways just like male. See, a lot of stuff that we have seen Melody do, we've also seen him try to imitate that. Am I not right? Okay. Oh, and also back to Kiki. Why the hell is Kiki allowing this man to record her? Like, girl. And this is my thing with people. Y'all don't see how this man did Melody? Do you think he won't do it to you? Okay, I told y'all, I see a POB, I see a pattern of behavior with this man. He done recorded Kiki. He's playing everything she done said. And I was like, wow, so you get mad at people when you don't get your way with them, and then you want to put them on blast and turn against them. That's what these snakes do. Like, when I tell you, he remind me of so many people, you guys, that have did me wrong in the past. Okay? I've had family members that, because they didn't get certain things from me, and I said no, and I put up a boundary, and I set a standard. They didn't like that. What did they do? They went out and trashed my name. They went out and tried to ruin and damage my reputation. They wanted to ruin what other people in the family thought of me. Okay? And I told y'all once, and I told y'all twice, when the hate don't work, they start telling lies. Okay? So let me read y'all comments. So one person says, Sherelle's World inserted herself into something that has nothing to do with her. Sherelle's World claims she doesn't watch the show, but has a lot to say about Melody. Melody should sue her for slander and defamation because she lied on Melody. And this is another thing with Sherelle's World. I heard her talking about Melody and Martell's custody case. She was saying that Melody was acting so nasty in the courtroom, and if people only knew that even the judge called Melody out. Like, any judge that is taking Martell's side over Melody, I don't want to hear from them. Okay, I don't. This man clearly has MPD. Okay, he is clearly a demon from the first floor. Okay, He's not a good man, Savannah. He's not. So I don't want to see the court documents. I don't care how Melody was acting. I told y'all once, and I will tell you again, after you deal with a narcissist, you will never be the same. Even while you are dealing with them, you know, they cause so much frustration and anguish. And we all know Melody didn't do anything wrong to be like taken to court in the first place. She's out here trying to provide a living for those children. And he's out here trying to, well, not trying, he out here creating other children. Okay? And that's what these niggas do. They are always trying to create more children. And meanwhile, they don't even do a good job with the children that they got. Because even after the divorce, Melody had to get the girl's hair done. Melody had to buy the children beds. He wouldn't allow her to take certain stuff out of the marital home. Like, this man has dogged her out in the worst possible way. Put her through hell. And y'all expect for her to act like a angel? Angels don't live in hell, honey. I'm sorry. If you want somebody to act angelic, then you need to create that type of environment and ambiance. Okay, I'm just saying. Listen, okay, get out of here. That, you know, it's just the amount of deflecting and excuse making that both of them was making in the video, and for Sherelle's world to be like, yeah, you know, Martell had a point about Melody, and, you know, Martell, you can at least say, you know, when it comes to him being a father, he's trying, and child, he need to do more than try. Okay? He need to get his shit together. Because when you are taking your child's mother, your ex-wife, through hell, you are not being a good father to your children. See, a lot of people, they like to negate that fact. But to me, you are not a good father if you are disrespecting your child's mother. You are being financially abusive. She's working all these hours. She's simply trying to provide, and you want to complain. And I know firsthand, guys, I went through it. I would try to get my child's father to watch his own damn child. He wouldn't do it. He got a new girlfriend. What do? Get a new girlfriend, some ooga booga. Okay, some Build-A-Bear. Okay, this bitch didn't even have no curtains up, trying to give me some advice about home decor. Girl, if you don't sit your ass down, you would never be. You would never be Miss Robinson, honey. I couldn't even look that bitch in the eye, because you are not my equal. Survey says that's a lie. And a lie don't care who tell it. Got a face, honey, that only a mother could love. A mother could love, and even she turned her damn head. Okay, can't even get the words out. Okay. But yeah, this lady was just not attractive at all. I told y'all, they go get these damn linebackers. Okay. They get these linebackers, these Build-A-Bears, and they be thinking that this girl is Beyonce or somebody, Nicki Minaj or somebody, child. No. She was far from it, honey. Okay. But yeah, I know all about that. He would complain about his parents watching our daughter. I'm like, huh, nigga? You mad that your grandparents are supposed to watch their grandchild? Well, I don't want her over there. And bitch, you're just mad because I broke up with your whack ass. These niggas be bitter. And that's what a lot of them do. They want to impregnate you and leave you with the baby and without any help. And they want you to be stuck and stagnant like they are, like their mindset, okay? They don't like when you have ambition about yourself. They don't like that shit gets done without them. Okay? My daughter is 15 years old. She ain't seen that nigga since she was 5, and rightfully so. You ain't gonna be acting a damn fool with me. Okay? We don't play that shiggity. This is a human being's life. And I ain't got time for that. So I had to set the tone with that nigga. Okay? And he, on Facebook Messenger asking to see his child. Go to the courts, nigga, since you want to see this child so badly. Like, when you really want some shit done, what do? You go get the law involved. He ain't go and do that. He probably sitting somewhere, well, she won't let me see my child. No, look at your behavior. The nigga tried to have me arrested. I know how these niggas do. They be the ones cutting up, acting a fool, and then trying to get you arrested. You the one out here working 16-hour shifts trying to provide for y'all child. So I've been there. He tried to block all my babysitters. Why is she always at your mama house? Why? Don't worry about that. How about when I ask you to watch your child, how about you do it? Instead of telling me about your stepchild. Well, I can't watch it today, gotta do something with my stepchild. Bitch, how dare you? I said, oh, okay. Because I was that one. That's minus 5,000 points. So, yeah. When he would pull that shit, it would be another 2-3 months till he see her. I didn't play that shit. Before I fully took her away, soon as him or the family did some bullshiggity I didn't like, okay, you can call me the petty baby mama all day. I don't give a damn. I'm looking at y'all behavior and I don't like it. And it is not fair to the queen. Okay? When I need her, I gotta work and, well, no, I can't do, well, and I'm gonna tell you something. His family would play games. I know Miss Marlene probably somewhere. Don't talk about my boy. He do the best he can by them kids. He love them kids. He a good man. Melody messed up a good thing. It be the nerve of these people. But honey, let Miss Robinson get back into the comment section. I just had to let y'all know that I've lived this. You're not talking to somebody that's just watching a show. I've lived it, and I know what I had to do to take back my life, to protect my daughter's peace. My daughter used to come home, you guys, with the cops. Who the hell, after visiting her father, this became like a pattern. Okay? And my baby would be in tears. Don't nobody want to come home with no damn officers. That shit was just crazy. I said, yeah, we had one big final blow up. Like I said, I will talk about the incident in my book. I'll let y'all know, when the book is coming out and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know what I've been through. See, when I talk about these shows, it's so much life I've lived. I know the personality. Okay? So another person says, I agree, he is worse than these women out here, very jealous of her, being she's got all the blessings that God gave her and he wishes he had what she's got. Oh, that's another thing, guys. In the video with Sherelle, he kept alluding to the fact of, well, I know a lot of people. Well, I know this and I know that and I know this person. Why would I need Melody for anything? I don't know, nigga. You was the one trying to team up with all the people she was working with. And that's another thing. These demons, they don't like when you call them out. Another person says, there are other content creators that say they have receipts, so that means there are others that's giving these content creators information about the show and upcoming episodes. So the producers need to find out who they are as well. I agree. Another person says, all the ones claiming to be Team Male, just unfollow them both. No need to worry about them. Hit them where it hurts as long as you go on their channel when the topic is about male, knowing the views gonna shoot up. They will forever go at her, so we are the majority. I see what you're saying, but honey, I got a check to make, okay? I gotta make payroll. Ooh, so, we got to put these demons, honey, out on blast. We got to talk about it. Y'all know me. People be like, why you still talk about Ariana Curry? She's not on the show, but hell, she's on the bench. Okay, she outside waiting on the bus in front of the building that the cast is working in. I mean, I'm just saying, we still got to talk about these things, okay? We still got to talk about these people. Okay. Another person says, AL better think twice because Martell might not give him what he wants because Martell might be trying to help himself so he don't go to jail. And Sherelle's world gets a lot of stories wrong and she needs to do her homework and listen to Mel's live and she would see that Mel never said anything about her. Destiny is just getting her karma. Oh, y'all are talking about, ain't that crazy? What a small world, huh? The producer ended up with Moses' child. Okay. Yeah, I'm still tripping over that, guys. I think Carlos is gonna bring them people to the show. And that's gonna be some messy shiggity. But guess what? Ms. Robinson is here for it. Absolutely. Okay. And I don't even understand Sherelle's world's problem. Like, I get all that custody stuff. She already did a video on that. That was in the past. Like, what do you have to do with the situation now? And what it just came off as, is we both don't like Melody, so let's get together to assassinate her character. And I really feel like when it comes to that stuff with Martell, I think people should stay out of it because Melody is the one that has all the bad experience with Martell. And for you to have so much to say to me as a woman, you should stay out of that. Okay, a lot of these women, they don't know about narcissistic abuse. They don't know. I didn't know about it, guys. I didn't know that man was that way. I didn't know a lot of men and people, operated like that. I think that when I talk about NPD on this channel, people think that, I talk about it like it's a sport. Like I wanted to come in contact with these type of people. No, I'm just trying to tell y'all there are certain personalities in the world. And you have to remember, I do work in mental health. I've worked with bipolar people that are schizophrenic. Okay, people that have like certain distinct personality disorders. You learn a few things when you work with those type of people. So, yeah, I know what I'm looking at. So, and the whole thing about Sherelle's world is, I guess, her issue is with Melody because Melody allegedly had the mellometers come for her and threatened to shut her down. And it's just like, and she was on there bragging, oh, I got all these followers, my views are good, and they are, but it's like, my whole thing is this: if you don't watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, then why are you talking about it? Why? If you claim you don't need to talk about it, why talk about it? You're already getting the views. Okay? So, what I'm saying is, guys, I don't see her argument. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand either one of them, honestly. So really quickly, I'm going to play some of what Melody was saying about him, and then I'm going to get to reading this book by Dr. Phil, because I think it really explains his particular personality. I think he's very nice, nasty. These people will not go off on you, and maybe they will in elevated tones, but they may not curse. And some of them, they don't raise their voice at all. But once again, I told y'all, abuse and disrespect, it doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be boisterous. Okay? People are going about it in a different way now. They will, the OJ said it, honey, they will smile in your face all the while trying to take your place. The backstabbers, honey. The backstabbers, yes. They said a little something, honey, okay? What was that other song? The Smiling Faces. Y'all remember that song? Okay?
Let me go on and say this. He got up there on his live, and I pulled up on his Instagram, if y'all remember. He got up there on his live, and look, if he had to just ask the question, would y'all hold Mel accountable if she did something? Let me just see. If Mel did something, would y'all hold her accountable? Would y'all let her know what's up? I wouldn't have had a problem with that. It was the, if Mel did something. It was that.
The acting performance, okay?
Would y'all hold her accountable? It was that. It was the dramatics for me. To make my people start DMing me, asking me, girl, what you done did? Because that's what happened. So now you playing with my fan base at this point. If Mel, hold on, y'all. I got to take this call. Hello, I got to end the live. What? Shut up. Shut up. I'm not going to spill too much on it, but I ain't did nothing. That's the funny thing about it. And I know where that came from because I know whenever people are upset, angry, and they make a phone call and you feel the hurt or the pain in their voice and then it affects you, that's just like I can sit and watch somebody cry and I'll start crying because they crying. We all, not everybody, some of y'all stone cold, but some of y'all, you know, probably do that. So I know where that came. Nobody, I don't care if somebody sit in front of me and say, I didn't do it. Yes, you did. I don't care what nobody say. Because it was all the dramatics.
And what do you think he was trying to do when he did that? Okay? So let's get to talking about these baiters. All right, so it says, to protect yourself from these people, you have to understand their motivations and think like they do, but never think that they are not plotting at your expense or at least scanning for an opening. Is simply who they are. It is as natural to them as brushing your teeth is to you. These people have a sense of entitlement about everything. Who else does that remind you of? Ariane Curry. Okay? He want me. He the one calling me. As if she was held at gunpoint to deal with somebody else's husband. Make it make sense. No matter what it is or who possesses it, their attitude is, this is mine. You just have it currently. They think I like that. And their mental tumblers churn. Now, how can I get it? If the baiter wants your job, your house, your husband, or your life, you better hunker down because you've got a fight on your hands. It says that some baiters are sick murderers, and there are also those who are less violent but highly exploitive. Look at his behavior as far as recording people. Why do you think he's recording people? That way he can gaslight later on and say, well, you said it. That's what you said. That's what you did. Why do you think everything is through text message? That way, and he did that on that video. Melody is the one that texts me on this certain date. So if I'm stalking you, they are trained, okay, and skilled at using your information against you. Okay, I remember some time ago I was in a relationship with this guy, And I thought he was a wonderful guy, very, like nice and sweet, and would buy you all types of gifts and, just a really nice guy. And then I stumbled upon a part of his personality that wasn't so nice, right? And we normally find out who these people are once we put a boundary up, we tell them no. We deny them access to certain parts of our life. I forgot what it was with him exactly of what happened. But whatever it was on him. And that's another thing with these people. They never apologize. They never take any accountability or responsibility for their actions. Now, who else do we see doing that on Love and Marriage Huntsville? We see Letitia Scott. But she would have us to believe that she is some victim. Okay, because she's running out of scenes and crying, and no. You need to stand here and take it like a woman. Period. But see, her imposter syndrome, it won't allow her to do that. Because she doesn't really want to see herself for the person of who she really is. A thief, copy and pasting other folks' ideas. And she thinks it's okay. Do y'all remember when Stormy was trying to get her to take accountability for what happened on the website? What did she do? Blamed it on her team. Well, I didn't do anything wrong, and it just really kills these people to apologize, to admit that they made a mistake or they misinterpreted, in his case, his relationship with Melody, but they can't, admit that they are wrong, because deep inside, you guys, there is a deep shame. And do not believe because somebody has a certain amount of subscribers, they are not insecure. The insecurity will come out in other ways. Okay? Because let me tell you something. I don't need to keep telling y'all who I know. That's all you hear that man say. Well, I know this person. I know Andy Cohen. I know. Why your ass ain't on Bravo then? Why, if you know all these people, why are you not in these places? Why are you bothering old Melody Cherie from Huntsville? Why, if you know all these people in high places? And that reminds me of this other person I used to deal with on a business level. They was always name dropping. That's what these people do. They brag. The guy I was just telling y'all about that I used to be involved with, he would brag, but he was highly insecure. He wanted me to think more of him. That's why he love bombed me with gifts and money. And y'all know I spent it. Shit, I ain't no damn fool. But I still saw his ass for who and what he was. I still was like, yeah, I'm not believing your performance, gal. I'm not believing it. But I'll spend this money, though. I sure the fuck will. We might as well, because my time is very valuable. If I'm going to be dealing with you clowns, I might as well get paid. How you doing? Okay. Let's get back to the book. Some baitors are not extreme and violent, but they still inflict pain and cause disruption in your life. They betrayed your trust, talk behind your backs, seduce your significant other, stole your money, took credit for your work, abused you mentally, emotionally, or physically, controlled, dominated, and isolated you. Now, who else does that remind you of? You see Ariane in there, you see Martell, right? Now, you would think that this man would have enough empathy and sympathy for Melody, right, to not become another one of those people. But he did it anyways because that was a part of the plan. And people always have a plan for you. It may not be the plan that, you think, but they got a plan. They either have a plan, to really get to know you and to really be genuine with you, or they have a plan to take you down, knock you down a peg or two. And contrary to popular belief, a lot of men, and some of you all just know this, They don't like a strong woman. That's why they are quick to get with a woman that, don't look that good, don't feel that good about herself, because she's easily controllable. What did I tell y'all about Martell? Melody was too much for him. And when you are too much for these niggas, they have to bring your self-esteem down to the first floor. They have to make you question and doubt yourself because you are too sure of yourself. So how can I knock your self-esteem down to the first floor? Oh, I'll compare you to another woman. Doesn't matter how ugly the woman is. She's breathing and has a pussy. So any bitch will do. Okay? I mean, I'm just saying. That's the truth. They don't look at it like you, where you like, well, damn, you could at least got a bitch that, look better than me or is doing better than me. They don't look at it like that because they don't know how to properly look at things and assess things. Okay? I've heard from several men, they say in a minute, oh, I don't care how a woman looks. Now, why do you think they saying that? Do you think a nigga like Floyd Mayweather is saying some shit like that? Look at both of Will Smith's ex-wife and Jada Pinkett. Do you think he talk like that? What do you know Will from? Having children with beautiful women. Okay? A lot of these men, they don't have a standard. There are men out here, ladies, that, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to put everybody in this box, because there are some women, they're not the prettiest, but that man loved the hell out of them. I'm not talking about that. There are those cases where the man did choose you because you the best woman for the damn job. You the best woman for him. He really loves you and sees that you are a person of good character, of good integrity, right? There are those cases, and I've seen those situations. But some of this shit is strategic. I'm telling you. I've seen it. I've talked to men. Yeah, I chose her over her. They will go with the easier woman. Yeah, I chose her over her because she argued with me and she gonna let me have my way. Now, when they are arguing with you, they will make it look like, they love debating, and no, that's not it. They love getting energy out of you. See, when somebody is arguing with you and they're doing it all the time, that's a way to control you. Okay? That's a way to change your mood. That's a way to make you feel angry. Okay? That's why I tell y'all all the time, I don't argue with everybody. I will go back and forth with that girl up there. I was going to call her a little girl, but my baby growing up. I love my daughter. It ain't nothing I wouldn't do for her. So I'm passionate about her. But I done been in relationships where the men would be like, why this bitch ain't arguing? Because I don't care like that. Okay? I don't care about you like that. I'm trying to care about you, but girl, you making it hard. And Miss Robinson don't do all that arguing if a check ain't involved. I mean, I'm just saying, are you paying all these damn bills? What reason is there to argue over dumb shit? And that's what some of these niggas like to do. Now, we may have disagreements, right? That's different. We have a difference of opinion. And, I do know you have to compromise in certain situations. I'm not oblivious to that. But I'm not about to do all this random bullshit ass arguing and ain't no damn money involved. I mean, I'm just saying. But yeah, people do that. A lot of these men will do that to deplete. There are women that do it too. To deplete your energy. That is supply to them. Supply to somebody with NPD is oxygen. Okay? So let's talk about the evil 8. These are the identifiers of the baiter. Number 1, they see the world through a lens of arrogant entitlement and frequently treat people as targets. This is hard for most people to grasp. People tell me all the time, I hear your words, but I just don't get it. But you have to understand that the Baitors don't live in the same world you do. Their world is defined solely by their needs and desires. Other people and other people's needs and desires just aren't real to them. The book also says if they find an angle to, in quotation marks, get ahead, they will do it and do it right over the top of you. What do you think he was doing when he was reaching out to all these people that's affiliated with Melody? The makeup artist, her mother, Dawn, Jay Bolin. That wasn't just for his career. Remember, he had no interest in having a YouTube channel or none of that. I mean, I think he already had one, but he didn't really get popular until Melody, encouraged him to put in more work, and she got her followers to support him. Okay? So, yeah, he tries to revert everything back to, I'm just willing to put in the work. And if you knew all these people, why was you trying to go through and use Melody's people? Y'all have to start asking these questions. If he's that highly connected, why isn't he that invested in another show? Because there's something about this show that appeases him. There's something that he's getting out of it. Okay, back to coleslaw. It says, if a homewrecker wants your husband to herself, you are the problem she has to overcome. Exactly. Another sign you're dealing with a baiter is they are incapable of feeling remorse or guilt and don't learn from situation to situation. What do we see with this man? A pattern of behavior. Because you would have thought that the situation with Dawn was enough. But no, you still obsessed. You still, okay, well, let me really come for Melody. Let me come and let me keep bothering her. Okay? It never occurs to them how you might be hurting or suffering because of what they did. He never came to the internet to apologize. He has did even more exploiting. He has did even more threatening. Who did we see this behavior out of? Martell Hook-Headed Holt. Okay? That's what he did. And he's mad at Melody because she broke up with him after he'd had this baby on her and cheated for all these years. They will do you wrong and then get mad when you set boundaries for yourself. Okay? They have to punish you. They have to have the last word. And guess what? He wants to deplete Melody of her money and resources by having her go back to court. Back and forth to the court. Don't you know that's money? Okay? Bitch, how dare you live your best life? Hello? Shout out to Rodney. How dare you live your best life? How dare you travel out the country? Didn't Melody mention that several times? Okay, in the last episode. How dare you do all of that? You supposed to be struggling, bitch. That's what I was doing, guys. I had came back from a trip and yeah, he began clowning. He had our daughter for days. And I think I dropped her off with her grandparents. But no, he couldn't just visit his daughter. Remember, he loved his daughter so much. No, he had to start some shit with me because how dare I be out of town? Gambling with my mother, living my best life. I'm supposed to be in a puddle of tears thinking about how he ain't helping me. That ain't me. I'm always get my ass up and figure it out. And you've heard Melody say the same damn thing. That's why game recognized game over here. I don't have to agree with everything that Melody say and do. Y'all know I don't. Okay? I don't agree with her all the time. I agree with all this shit. I know what she going through. I done been there. It's a little bit different, guys, when you done been in the same situations as a person. Am I not right? Okay, and then some of you all, you have empathy for her, so you, even if you ain't been through it, you could be like, you know what, that ain't cool, that's too much, that's going too far. I do think you can have that opinion, but that's why I'm so passionate, you guys, about talking about these things. Another sign you dealing with a baiter, they thrive on drama and crisis. Baiters love conflict and controversy. What do you see him discussing on his channel? Always some type of beef with somebody. That's your ego. When you make an enemy out of everybody you become associated with, when do you look at yourself in the mirror? And I'm pretty sure he will never do that, because his whole thing is, oh, I'll just put it back on that person. Okay? Well, I'm not going to admit to that because I didn't do anything wrong. And then they have people around them not keeping them honest, not telling them the truth about their bad behavior. And I told you, when people really care about you, okay, I don't give a damn what nobody say, they will tell you the truth about yourself, even if it hurts you, because they want the best for you. But he has a lot of people, I notice, upholding his bullshit. Another thing is they brag about outsmarting other people. Baiters are braggarts, and if you pay attention, they will show you who they are. They actually brag about doing something that you and any halfway moral person would regard as cheating. But to them, it's not being dishonest. It's just being smarter than and one step ahead of the other guy, some sucker who got what he deserved. Okay? Oh, and when it comes to the makeup artist, he was making it look like the makeup artist is the one that contacted him and wanted to get with him. That was turned around conveniently. Another sign of a baiter, they have a pattern of short-term relationships. They can't sustain a relationship with anybody because they are hollow inside. They have nothing to give, although they can give the illusion of giving, even over giving. What did I tell y'all? Okay? They will give away money. Look at what I've seen him give money to people. So he's building up this image, you guys, and some of you all are buying into it. It's an image. Okay, to that way I can. Do you think that if somebody plans on screwing you over, they go come in with their gun and their knife? No. Okay, do you think they go show themselves as the Chucky doll that they really are? No, I'm gonna be the good guy. Okay, I'm going to do things for others. I'm going to make you like the person that I knew that screwed me over. He was out here like helping this lady that was sick. She couldn't get any of her kids to help her. And he was on Thanksgiving dinner helping her with everything and doing everything, and you get to thinking, oh, such a nice and kind person. That's a setup, because he wants you to see him in a certain image. Another sign of a baiter, they live in a fantasy world marked by delusion. All that Andy Cohen, I don't even think he know Andy like that, honestly. Okay, Andy is probably somewhere on his Miss Van. I don't do the ghetto. Okay? They have a self-serving agenda. They are like method actors who live the delusion as though it were reality. They can almost be so convinced and immersed in the fantasy that they could straight line a polygraph. Amateur liars, when challenged, become nervous and ill at ease. Baiters, on the other hand, are pros. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. And maybe we will come back, for a part 2 on how to deal with these type of people, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.